Coming up on The Real Housewives of Atlanta.
I'm twerking in here.
What is happening?
Oh, girl, I have a date.
What?
Okay. It just starts to feel like our group is divided.
I'm trying to put something together.
Okay.
Let's make sure we're Gucci. And that's what I call it.
We need all be Gucci.
Well, how do I know if your butt's real or not? How am I supposed to know?
What you gonna say?
Whoa. Bottom rung said, it's crazy. No one will let me talk.
Thinking about him.
No, Doug, you wasn't thinking about him, but you was speaking in first person as if you was talking about somebody.
I'm gonna be fine.
Don't fucking keep playing with me.
Her and those flowers that she was expecting to get.
Hey, love, bye.
She's a bitch.
All the stars are kosher. All the stars are kosher. Yeah, that's what she's saying.
Kosher, bitch, we not Jewish.
All the stars are kosher. All the stars are kosher.
I thought it was closer.
I swear it sounds like she's saying kosher, like kosher pickles. Remember that? Let me know. All the stars are kosher. All the stars are kosher. All the stars are kosher. Let me know. All the stars are kosher. All the stars are kosher. All the stars are kosher. Weekend and a weekend.
Is this what, I mean,
I don't even know what the words say. How does it look like, Christy Hampton? You look just... You look like
Then
your
you gonna
mama's
say that?
twin. I don't know if your sister gonna be able to beat you in that. I don't know if your sister gonna be able to beat you in that, because she probably, I think she favors Bird more than she favor your mama. I don't know if your sister gonna be able to beat you in that. Your sister's gonna be like, how you look like mama more than me? What's up, everybody?
Hey.
Rico Bellucci.
And I'm Jay Bellucci.
And this is another episode of The Real House of Atlanta. The
Housewives.
Real Housewives of Atlanta. Talking like Sister True.
You can change it up a little bit.
I was talking.
What did you just say? We're very good. What? Take your medication, child. It might calm down your nerves. It might get you to speaking right.
But no, seriously, The Real Housewives of Atlanta, episode 7, season 15.
Episode 7?
Yes, this is episode 7. So we halfway through already. Episode 7. I just uploaded episode 5 today. I apologize, y'all, that it's so late. Excuse us on the lateness. We do have a life, okay? So excuse us. We do have a
And a daughter, because that's not, that's separate.
a child who equals up to 3. Not by size, but just the way she acts.
But by might, honey,
Yes.
because
But by might. Exactly.
she does desire and need that much attention.
Yes, you need both parents. Hell, if you were a single parent dealing with my child, and you know what? I know that there are children out here worse than Yaya.
That shit! Delete all that shit! Let's play with you, piggy!
And not that she's worse or anything. On no level is she worse. You know what I'm saying? She's a great baby. I love her so much. Ain't like she bad as hell, nothing that we can deal with. It's just the attention she requires, even when she's not seeking the attention. She still requires attention because she is autistic. Not only is she autistic, she is developmentally delayed in several areas. Because she was so premature. And of course, anybody who had a child 2017, or 2016, 2015, 2018, 2019, you guys all know that COVID kind of took a toll on our lives, having a child and them not being able to interact with other children, go to playgrounds because it was shut down. Remember, y'all, that we really didn't know what the hell COVID was and what the fuck was going on. So
no school, nothing.
Everything
not
was
even
shut
doctor's
down.
appointments. They were like, look, if your child ain't dying, don't bring them in.
Yeah, and seriously, and even there, they couldn't let the children play with each other. When they wanted to play with each other, they could not play with each other. So she does require all of our attention, and unfortunately, with that and with us trying to, be innovative and create our own, lane when it comes down to business and working and all of that, that requires a lot of time too. So we're not just dealing with her. We're also trying to build our own, company, our own name for ourselves. We apologize. Listen, I'm going to come on here and do these reviews as long as I can. If we're unable to, then I probably won't be on here doing these reviews. Who I wish could come on here for an episode is at least Funky Dineva. Like, oh my God, if I could have Funky do one of these reviews with us, I would get. Anyway, I know you guys want us to do a Love and Hip Hop. So what we're gonna do for Love and Hip Hop, guys, I want you guys to hear this now. We're gonna do a podcast. We're probably not gonna get on video and do Love and Hip Hop. If Love and Hip Hop fell on a Sunday, then we could possibly do it because then we would wear the same outfit that we have on and still just,
Or maybe we'll just fit the theme and look like a bunch of ratchet bitches when we get on here instead of trying to dress up like we do for house.
To be just a little bit ghetto to me. A little bit ghetto, a little bit hood.
No, I think that we're just not going to do video. We're not going to do video. Because I don't feel like doing all of that editing. I'm just going to edit the sound and we're going to deal with that. I don't want to do all the editing. So I'd rather us just, if you guys want to see, you let us know in the comments if you want us to review Love and Hip Hop. Now, it probably won't be like this because Love and Hip Hop is way more complex. The storylines are way more drawn out. And way more connecting, like so many connecting storylines. It's too much to even like. I don't even remember episodes to be putting clips in from what they said this. Right. I don't remember Love and Hip Hop like that, but I love Love and Hip Hop. Been watching it since season 1, so I would like to review this new episode, this new season of Love and Hip Hop. So, but don't charge us with it because we don't know. Like we're gonna try to get episode 1 out. Episode 2 is coming up. Maybe we'll do a double whammy and do 1 and 2 in the same episode. But what you guys will have to do to hear that is go to the podcast. There's a podcast on YouTube where you can now post your podcast on YouTube, right. And also on RSS, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, anywhere you want to hear anywhere you prefer to hear your podcast. iHeartRadio. Did I say Spotify?
I don't think you said
Apple Podcasts is what I prefer. They sound great. The quality. I love Apple Podcasts.
I think that's the premier one. Only because it's on your phone already. You know, you don't have to like go and search for extra shit. You could go to Siri right now and just ask her for the Urban Binge podcast, and it'll be right there.
Exactly. And it's free as well. So even if you don't have Spotify monthly subscription to listen to the music, you can listen to free radio on the Urban Binge. Right. We have Sunday Flow shows. So if you're a gospel listener, I have gospel music in my Sunday Flow shows, and also everything else is there. Everything you got on YouTube is there on the podcast. But Love and Hip Hop will not be on YouTube. It will be under the podcast tab, but not as a video. I'm not gonna post it as a video because I don't feel like doing all of that. So I think we'll do Love and Hip Hop. Stay tuned for that. But this is episode 7, Real Housewives of Atlanta, season 15, episode 7. Keeping It Gucci.
Keeping It Gucci.
And this is our Gucci inspired look, I guess you could say. This is what we are wearing, inspired by Gucci, I guess.
The Gucci party, honey.
Houndstooth you, Houndstooth me. I don't know why they call it houndstooth because Chloe's teeth didn't look like. We had a beagle / hound dog. Her teeth didn't look like this.
That didn't mean.
What do they mean by that?
I think that it has something to do with the fact that they interlock.
Okay.
You know, they all come together
like
much like a tooth.
Okay, I guess so. Anyway, let's get started with this episode.
I just think it doesn't have a brain of her own, poor thing.
Scene 1, Drew at brunch with her music video director.
Yes, music video director. You right about that because there's so many titles out here in the shit. It's God damn it. You'd be like music director. No, add that video. Right. Okay. Yeah. Right. Music video director. Okay. I did not know though that Drew was in the original Step Up. Of course, Housewives have so many viewers that her just saying that just caused Step Up to
go up in view. Yep.
In viewership.
I was gonna see Drew, bitch.
Yeah, wherever it's streaming at, of course, people just tuned in.
We gonna
downloading it. People are definitely looking for Drew's part. So that's just how this thing works. You know, being on this platform, promote. You know, and you speak of other businesses, it will promote it. Just like Kenya speaking of Twa last season caused a lot of people
to go see Twa.
Or maybe not, because the cover of it that they showed looks a little boring, looks a little novel-ish. And I don't know.
But that one that's from CSI, he fine as hell. What his name is? The one that we seen?
Yeah, who we seen downtown. I couldn't think of his name. I was like, you are. He was like, yeah.
He's so fine.
I'm like, damn, nigga, you look just like you look on camera.
Right.
No different, just a little finer.
Right.
But no different. That man fine, old and fine, ain't he?
Yes, he is.
Look like he blind.
I call him Daddy. It's Father's Day.
I think music for Drew would be good, and not to say that she cannot do both, but typically in the day and time that we live in, people who want to do both typically succeed in another area more than they do in the one that they want to be in.
Right.
So it's like Keke Palmer wanted to do music, and like
but
she said,
ended up being a great actress.
Had to do the actress because Sony and the music companies was playing games, and she realized at that time in her career she was having a hard time because streams and stuff wasn't working in her favor. So I get it. You know, acting is what popped off for her, and I think that she's better acting. Even with Drew, I think that seeing Drew in acting more than seeing Drew in singing is just so much better to me. Like, I love seeing Drew act.
You think so?
I see Drew sing. Not to say that she can't sing, because the girl is the best singer on here. Andy tried to play her last week and say who could sing better. They're gonna ask him.
Hey, he gonna say Kandi.
Just let me ball that, Kim. Okay, for you, Andy, who has a better singing voice, Kandi or Drew?
Kandi. Who's the most? I mean, I've only heard Drew sing 3 notes in that song.
That's a read.
That is absolutely not
Girl,
true.
no, you did. I
Because
love
haven't
Kandi,
heard
but bitch,
Drew
you tried
sing
it.
anything but the little 1-2 that
I'm
she
sure
did.
Kandi would say that Drew could sing better than her.
Yeah, I'm sure even Shamari can sing better than Kandi. Okay, I'm sorry.
Okay, well, yeah, but
she killed that. Okay, but Kandi, we love you, girl. I be 1-8 on Kandi.
Always.
Girl, get it together.
Hater.
Don't come for me. I like you now.
This man who Drew is sitting with, this music director, I don't know what the fuck his name is. I can't think of what his name is.
Did she say
know
John?
Let me go.
Jon.
I don't know what his name is, but I ain't finna stay on here for that though. I'm finna move on, and just you know what Andy does? Something I want to bring up. Andy don't never put Housewives of Atlanta Watch What Happens up there. Anytime he put Watch What Happens, it's some boring ass Watch What Happens. Look, Gabrielle Union, this white woman, is the last one he put up here.
Not you gonna say, look, Gabrielle Union.
Where's Porsha and Sheree? Oh, there it is. He put Porsha and Sheree.
He put it up there now. Yeah, of course he has
he
now, because it's been a while.
No Housewives of Atlanta. Wow, he typically posts that immediately. They've not been posted. Wow. Oh, there it is. Episode 7. Here, I was about to say. Okay, let's move on. So this man that she's sitting with, I don't know his name. I don't really give a fuck. I'm not going to stay around to think about what his name is. But he says that if they make it past the 8-year mark, that they'll be good, and then they play shattering music. It's so unfortunate that Bravo capture these moments like this and make these women look so stupid. Because look, you didn't even make it to the 8-year mark, and then Tanya sits on Watch What Happens tonight and says that they were literally just a week before, prior to them filing the divorce, they were just at a party, at my party or something like that, lovey-dovey hugging up with each other.
I would like to tell Tanya to leave her ill will coochie out the business, because bitch, you don't even want to have no baby for your man.
Right.
All right.
You worry about somebody else and they man. But you know what?
Come on now.
She can give her commentary just like we give our commentary. So don't do Tanya like that. She can give her motherfucking commentary, bitch.
Bitch, if I had a pussy willing to give a nigga a baby, I'd be doing it. If that's what he asked for.
Well, you right about that. I don't know if this man is right or if he wrong, honey.
Exploring the fact that, like, sometimes marriage is hard.
How many years you guys been together?
We've been married 8 years.
No, me and Kim are still together after 27 years.
Dang.
If you can make it past this 8th year, you guys are gonna be good. So,
because he could just be wrong or he could be right about it. Because shit, they didn't make it past 8 years and they not good. If you make it past 8 years, then you good. So could he be wrong about the advice? Like, that's not true. They can make it past 9 years and still break up.
But they did make it past 8.
They didn't. So he might be right. That's what I'm saying. I think though that he's dating a black woman. He said him and Kim been together for 20-some years. A white man with that much swag with a woman named Kim.
Unless her name is Kimberly. I don't know.
I think that's her. Well, there's a white woman named Kim on Housewives of Atlanta who racist as fuck.
look, I'm taller than you.
Get your nappy ass. How old is it? It's like the Motel 6.
This man just said that Drew's husband body is not good enough. Basically, it ain't in shape to be in his video. And I got some other sexy men to show you. And I think that's gonna be so stabbing to Ralph, not just because he's a man, but he's an Aquarius male.
I do have some concerns. Your husband, is he in shape enough to take his shirt off? Because I do have some very sensual, hot scenes where a lot of skin is being shown. And do you think his abs are ready? Because if they're not, we may have to recast him.
Seriously?
I'm gonna be sending you images of like some sexy guy.
Okay.
So you mean it's damaging to his ego?
Oh yeah, hell yeah. I think that it's definitely going to hurt him really bad, and I think that he'll definitely feel pushed out.
When Ralph decided to tell Drew, you don't need to know everything about moving into this new house that we're buying, and you just worry about packing up your stuff and moving into the new house, and when you get back, you'll be in your new house, and he leaves her out of the book that he wrote. He leaves her out of a lot now.
He does.
But he has so many reserves about her leaving him out of a fucking music video.
We're not going to read this to you.
That's what I was about to say, so I'm not getting nothing today.
No.
It's very hurtful that he has excluded me from this whole situation. And I'm sitting here, I don't know anything about the book, but it's about us. It's about the child that I birthed. You know what's in the book. You know, you've been on this journey. I haven't.
For us to get to this.
Don't do route.
Both of those were major.
Male
Both of those were major life decisions.
Yeah,
writing a
you're
book
right.
about all of our business,
You're right.
and buying a household that we will both have to contribute to, making sure that it's gonna stay upright.
You're right.
Why is it that you're getting upset and you have an issue with me having a stand-in for you in a music video? I don't understand.
Well, you're right about that.
I'm gonna be sending you images of like some sexy guys that are ripped.
You better give me a job. It just makes me a little stressed because I don't want Ralph to feel pushed out. Like I'm investing in the bag, and I want it to be great, but I have to really put myself first and do what's best for me at this point.
Scene 2, we're with Sheree and Tanya at ice therapy. I guess that's what you can call it.
Cryogenic therapy, honey.
Marlo is not here, so I'm kind of sad about that. She's definitely missed. Unlike Kenya, when she was gone, she wasn't missed. But Marlo is definitely missed here, and I'm gonna cry. She's not here.
Well, I guess Sheree ass is trying to be the next Katy Perry because she hot and she cold. She had the sauna last season, and now she get cryogenic therapy. I guess Marlo ass said, "No, ma'am, I ain't got time to be in no ice and no frigid temperature."
Marlo ain't going through menopause. Her pussy don't work already, so she like, honey, fuck it. Her shit broken anyway. That shit broke down on the side of the road.
You supposed to like this bitch.
I do, but I still can read her.
You been by everybody in Hollywood. They don't want that out, bitch.
Honey, she ain't my friend. I like her. She ain't too far away from being red.
Okay.
Tanya and Sheree had a conversation about Tanya's business and her business doings in Austin, Texas. But to me, it seemed like Sheree was ready to hear Tanya say she was going back to Austin. She turned around like, you going back to Austin? Like, she was glad to hear that or something.
No, she was saying, because you ain't going to be on the show no more, girl. That's all.
Right. Speaking of that, Kandi recently spoke on it, on her Speak On It, about Tanya, and went in on her ass.
Who are 5 women that you would love to be on a season with?
Okay, so me, Marlo, Sheree.
Uh-huh.
Oh, man.
Any housewife, past, present, future?
I think so. I always thought Phaedra was a hoot, so I think, it'd be cool to film with Phaedra. Even though I know Kandi and Phaedra won't film, so that means I have to leave Kandi up in next season. I'm gonna bring her back for season 20.
Okay.
Bring her back. And Porsha.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And what I was saying before about how Son get on my nerves on the show and off, I saw that little clip of her doing the interview saying that she could see me off the show next season. Did you really say that?
And that's all I gotta say.
You see me off, but you don't see you off? Okay, boo-boo.
Basically, Tanya is a flip-flopper. And that's the truth. Kandi has every reason to not trust Tanya because she's is a flip-flopper. She flip-flops and she sits on the fence and she plays both sides of the fence. Although she doesn't believe that, if so many people say something about you, then it must be true. You're a flip-flopper, you sit on the fence, and that's typically what I know Pisces to do because I have a little brother who does that. And I'm not trying to offend all Pisces out here, okay? But I have a brother, my brother, who don't pick sides. He play both sides of the fence to save feelings.
And will tell you what you want to hear and tell you what you want to hear.
Yes, just to save feelings and to make sure nobody is brokenhearted or anything. And he is kind. I love my Pisces brother because he's kind, he's sweet, he's cool, chill, mellow, and my daddy is a Pisces as well. You know what I'm saying? My auntie is a Pisces.
But they kind of fake.
They can play both sides of the fence to save feelings. They do. They absolutely do. My daddy wrote my mama and my little brother mama a letter saying he wanted to marry both of them. He ain't want to break neither one of their heart. Yeah.
But you know what? Also, it's because they don't know how to choose the side. They have a feeling. Trust me, everybody has a feeling of who they really feel like is right. But they don't want to make this person feel wrong. So they want to tell them they right and you right too and all of that, y'all know.
Right.
Like, that carries a lot of weight.
Did you hear that old flip-flop, flippity-flap flapper?
Girl, that thing said, I don't know this old no more.
My friend Tanya, maybe with other chatter, she started to
Now have a mind of her own?
Well, not.
That's the advice I get. And if you have somebody that can't stick, like, you need somebody that can be like, when the wind blow, you blow this way, then you blow that way. Girl, bye.
So you were talking about Cynthia.
I'm just saying, since you brought her name up, I think Cynthia's a good friend, and but I think she just blows wherever the wind blows.
I say people keep saying like, which housewife are you most like? I would say probably like Cynthia with a little Jamaican edge.
Beat the bomb. Now I love that portion of it. We all got together and we were able to stay.
But what I didn't like was like why when everything went down, I understood why Kandi left, but why did everybody else leave?
Yeah, that wasn't cool. For her to leave, for Kenya to leave,
Drew to leave. It just starts to feel like our group is divided. But that's not cool.
So not cool because I get along with everybody.
So Tanya was talking about Drew leaving, Kandi leaving.
Everybody leaving.
And
She didn't understand
said,
why.
I don't understand why everybody left behind Kandi. But Drew had her own individual reason for leaving.
And I think it was valid.
If truth be told, because Marlo did start with Drew. She invited her over there to the conversation and then
dismissed her.
Kind of turned up on her and said, girl, you can go back over there and sit down.
Marlo, I had to ask you a question because my energy ain't gonna be right till I know. What is this about me and your cousin? What were you saying?
No, me, you, and Drew, can we go somewhere and speak?
Sure.
Yeah, it was the three of us.
I am heated.
Actually, no, let's talk. No, you don't need to talk now. You go now. So, Kandi, my nephew did work with you. I have pictures with you. I have pictures with you and him, with Todd. My nephew got, my nephew worked with her whole energy.
I never said
okay, can you go, Drew? Just let me and Kandi talk.
So it was like, why am I over here? Why am I talking to you? Why am I even here if you're going to be starting drama with me and I'm supposed to be trying to help you calm down the drama between you and Kandi? I didn't get that either.
I don't understand why Kenya and Drew decided to be as low as they say that Marlo is. They were so low. Kenya knew that they could hear her, and she decided to speak of violence as if I would drop kick that bitch. I'd do this. I'd kick her in her.
Not aggressive.
I'm ready. What you want to do?
I can take you down with one hit. It's an easy one, too. Flat hand.
And you know it's not too good.
Strike. Like, we have to be careful, especially as Black women.
I'm like, damn, why the fuck do you have to go there and go that low? And you know what I'm saying? I feel like that was real low and trifling because she stayed talking about violence and don't touch me, you better get her, and you know, always feeling like we should be able to argue with words. She's a rabid dog.
I told you she cannot handle herself.
Are you kidding? Kandi?
Off the boat. She's crazy. Kandi, come on.
Let me
see.
see.
Kandi, you're pregnant. She's crazy. Don't go over here.
No.
She's kicking and screaming.
I've seen this before. Like, she's a rabid dog. And this is a scary scene.
But you sit here and tell Drew, I guess because you got some fighting power because Mark and Matt been beating your ass.
People or men being aggressive. I have, in my past, had a very physically abusive relationship. So even though Marcus never hit me, I always flash back to that abusive relationship.
So you feel like you got some fighting power. So now I'm going to whoop Marlo ass because she built like a man. I think you're getting it twisted. The bitch is a woman. And if you want to fight her, I think she going to really drag your ass, Kenya. And I'm saying that because Kenya dead ass wrong for sitting up here saying she would drop kick her when Kenya know she ain't about that life. Marlo about that life. You not really about that life, Kenya. You got your neck almost taken off your goddamn shoulder.
Was at the season 6 reunion, and I was the one that got you the megaphone.
You are a dumb hoe. Shut up. Yeah, you want to hear me? Fired. I don't remember that.
Hey, we met.
And didn't give a fuck. The first thing you said was, she's out of here. She's gone. You want a bitch to hit you so they can get fired.
But even before Porsha touched her, she said, get fired. Get fired.
Right.
Because you already knew what she was doing.
Like, keep it cute and classy. Marlo has been an advocate for that for a long time, that we don't have to fight. We should be able to fight with words. She always have said that.
And that bothers me with Black women. I just feel like there has to be some way for everyone to at least be cordial.
Sometimes people can say and do things and there's no coming back from it. And Sheree, I think she is mean-spirited.
You don't go below the belt. It's like, hey, draw the line somewhere.
I'm not finna go all into...
But she do be on that, we should be classy shit, but this bitch coughing in her fucking hand and Kenya coughed in a fucking napkin. So Marlo has absolutely no room to talk about class,
no damn
or
etiquette.
etiquette.
I didn't know classy girls.
You gotta be more friendly, more open, and more...
You can't teach etiquette to nobody around here. Who looks at Marlo and says, oh, I needed to get some lessons from her about etiquette? Girl, bye.
I didn't know classy girls. I don't know what's worse, getting coughed on by Kenya or sitting in front of Marlo hacking on me.
I'm just gonna do this.
The fuck? She got no room to talk about that. Right. I think that was dead ass wrong to say that though. Drew, I feel like did have a valid reason for leaving, but her situation was so small that her and Kenya could have at least bonded together and said, let's go back in here to support Courtney. What it seems like is if Courtney is going to befriend them and it's only two of us, then yeah, we're leaving because Kandi is the big dog of our group. And that's understandable because they used to do it with Nene.
With y'all boss.
So y'all have to get back and report to y'all boss? What?
Now about you.
Exactly. Y'all boss. And that's the truth. And if that many people have been, even Porsha has made a joke about her having these minions. So they all, if this many people done told you this, then you should know. And even Joyce has said she around a bunch of yes men.
Hey, I got this.
You can't have a yes man as a friend. You gotta be honest. And when you clear the air, then you know how to move.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. Kenya and I know how to disagree and move on.
And that's what they do. They just follow her, all of her crew, because I want to associate myself with Rich, and I also want to let Rich know that I'll do whatever Rich want me to do as long as I can somehow stay in her good graces and maybe one day make it to the level she's on. We all desire to be bigger than what we are, and Kandi is the ultimate big when it comes down to friendship groups. She probably richest one out of her friend group. They ain't friends with Tyler Perry and Oprah. It's Kandi. So, of course, they desire to be like her, and they'll do whatever she say. Plus, Kandi is generous. That's another thing. She real generous. So shit, it's easy to be nice to Kandi and take her side, but I think they're big ass followers and they wanted to follow her right out the goddamn door.
Well, damn. Since when did Kandi need backup to have a conversation? And who the hell is this Kandi Code Click?
This is a flip back and forth scene, one of those flip back and forth scenes that we always tell you guys about. So this is scene 3 and 4. We have Marlo and Courtney out to eat, and we also have Kandi and Tanya out to eat. And basically, I'm gonna get to the gist of the scene. So we have, first of all, the waiter that is helping Marlo and Courtney is fine as fuck. Okay, he need to be in between us, like seriously. He's fine as hell. Marlo, I want to say that this bitch be dressing. She never missed the mark. She be dressing so bad.
And then not to mention, you know, I've dated a billionaire before. You know, I've investments, you know, properties.
Marlo loves to talk about, I had dated a billionaire. That was a whole decade or more ago. Still riding in Phantoms, walking around with at least $10,000 worth of clothes on every day. Some kind of way you're making it last.
But here's what I want to say before we even get deep into this scene, that Marlo is absolutely wrong. I'm so glad they did a flashback of everything. But what I do want to say is that they missed something. And I think the part that they missed is that Kandi, what Marlo got upset is that Kandi jumped on everybody's side and kind of embarrassed her by saying, but you're doing the same thing to your nephew, so I don't understand.
It's hitting too close to home for me.
There's no blueprint to how to do this.
You're okay with it. You're okay that he told you I would adopt your son, and now I changed my mind because his dad said
I wouldn't say.
I'm sorry. It's just weird to me that you're going so hard about it. When you yourself are going through your own situation.
Hurt. I thought you would be hurt.
Right. Well, I don't know why she brought that up. Kandi, that was
right.
wrong.
And that kind of shocked her and made her feel like you're going against me. Because in Blue Ridge, they was doing well. Kandi was taking up for her.
Anybody? When have you ever been afraid to talk to me one-on-one?
Here we go.
How much ass kissing can I do on my trip? We're grown.
Do not insult me, and then you should get a conversation.
At this point, she's not insulting me. It's getting to that point because you're making it extra difficult.
I said she can stand here and say,
You know what? It's because Marlo took Kandi outside of the camera's reach. When she talked about her nephew, she took her in the bathroom, remember?
Yeah,
it was in the back with a
she
sauna,
did.
with a
She
sauna
did.
bed.
Yeah, you. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah.
Hi, beautiful. I'm great. How are you doing?
I actually was coming to use the bathroom. What's going on with you?
I've been going through a lot.
Well, you said you were going through some things with your sister.
Well, long story short, I kicked the boys out.
What?
I told them to get the out.
No, you didn't say that to them.
Let's go celebrate the massage table. Where I'm.
She took her away from everybody, and then she talked about
her
that.
nephews.
So for Kandi to get so upset that she would bring that up in front of everybody, I do understand why Marlo would say that. It doesn't make it right that you went that far below.
And it's I think that it's unfortunate because everybody wants to be mad at Marlo, but in that situation, I do believe Kandi can at least come to an understanding and say, my apologies.
She kinda did.
I'm sorry for what I did.
When they was in Jamaica, she said, I'm sorry for bringing up your nephews when that's not what was the topic on the table.
Yes.
I'm still gonna support you as well.
And I just hope that in any situation, you please don't bring up Mike and William in a negative way around people I don't know and in public. That's all. I would never disrespect your husband again.
Okay, thank you.
This dinner did not resolve the beef that Kandi has with me.
Right, but Marlo started doing interviews. She started doing interviews, and I don't think they even got well after the chicken, but it seemed like the interviews and asking of the questions and rewatching
it's the rehashing of all of it. You have to rewatch it. You got to go to the reunion. You got to talk about people tweeting about it and shit while they watching it.
Exactly.
So it's hard.
I have so many Happy Father's Day messages that I haven't responded.
Oh, you do from all them bitches. I just want to let all of y'all know. He like dick and booty, okay? All right? Because it's a lot of y'all bitches out there that are straight.
Nobody don't be hitting me up.
And they be acting like, because I look like this, I guess.
They want to eat you out.
That
not me.
You like bitches and you want to eat them out. Okay? So because that's typically the way that it goes. A lot of men, who are attracted to me call themselves straight.
Right.
You get it.
Right.
So anyway, that's all I'm saying.
For me to want to threaten a person, I'm not thinking clearly whatsoever. I can't with you anymore.
The unfortunate part is that Kandi is so stubborn and she's so deep into her anger, and Marlo has violated her and been striked out so many times since the incident in New York or Jamaica, wherever she brought up, you did to your nephews. I think that it's so far away from it that, and Marlo's done so much, so many lashes, that Kandi is not going to be able to apologize. It's going to take Marlo to apologize and then explain where things went wrong. But Marlo has to first apologize because she just done took this too far. You done went to interviews, you done did your confessional shady, you keep going and going and going, and you're not trying to at least pull Kandi to the side. Instead of trying to get Drew too, pull Kandi to the side. Tell her, I've been ugly. I've gotten super ugly, but let me explain why I got ugly. Do you remember in New York? And producers should replay it and show that's where it went bad at. It was not bad. They were doing well. Everybody was talking. Todd was talking to Marlo. Everything was going well until that point right there. Literally, Kandi even came to come meet her mom, right?
Well, that was after.
That was the finale.
That was after the Jamaica thing, right?
Right. So I don't know what caused them to keep going downhill. But I do feel like that scene with Kandi Mama.
Kandi, I can't.
I do feel like the scene with Marlo Mama was placed in there.
Overly upset.
I feel that way.
No. That was after Jamaica. It was,
I feel like it might have been
definitely after Jamaica.
Because
what I'm saying is that Kandi literally is like the type of person that is like, I'm gonna forgive you today, and then tomorrow if I wake up and I'm still upset about it, then I'm gonna be mad today.
That's called holding a grudge.
Right.
If he was cut off at that point, no. When I cut you off for real, you cut off like, I hold grudges. I was done. No, I did not. I was done. Anyway,
grudges, but go ahead.
You said I don't hold the right grudges. Forget you.
Not in your older years, you don't.
Ooh, we'll have to talk about that another time because today.
So it's like, she's not really forgiving you, but she forgave you in the moment. In the moment, I can call a truce, is what I'll say. Call a truce, because we're not friends, but I'm not going to make you my enemy.
Right. But I do wish that that these two could get to the bottom of what's going on, because if you remember, like I said, a lot of last season they were getting along. What caused it to get this bad and this ugly? And I also think that Kandi owes Marlo an apology, but Marlo owes more of an apology than Kandi does.
Marlo's
I do
going
feel
too
that
far
way.
with the acting too much of Kandi.
She is.
This dinner did not resolve the beef that Kandi has with me. I'll make up with you on my own time.
So we switch over to scene 4 with Tanya and Kandi eating that old lady gang. I think these wings look so anorexic, but they look good as fuck. That's what we like. In Atlanta, that's what we like. We like these little skinny, small wings. We don't like no big fat ass wings.
Thank you. In Georgia, we do not have them big, huge ass chickens.
No.
Up here, I get leg quarters, and they like this.
Yeah, because they want to feed these New Yorkers anything. Plus, New Yorkers don't know nothing about the South. I feel like it's in their bloodline to only know New York. Like, they don't know no Southern fried chicken for real. You come to a Popeyes up here and go to a Popeyes in Atlanta, you're going to taste a whole different other Popeyes. Seriously. And they don't understand that until they get down there. That's why so many of them get addicted to Chick-fil-A. That's Southern style chicken is what that is. They get addicted to it. If a Zaxby's got up here,
Southern style chicken up here.
If a Zaxby's got up here,
oh my God,
these folks, it would take Chick-fil-A out of business.
Do y'all know literally. I will go to the church, outside the church, and sit on my knees and pray if they say they're gonna take away Zaxby's.
Hey, what's up? You look pretty in your red. What's your hair? You look like Blaze. You look just like it. You look so young. Yes.
My little boo.
Yes.
One thing. I had to go to the red carpet opening for the piano lesson. I was just like having one of those moments of wow.
Yeah, appreciation, yeah.
And then I come back and hang out with y'all ass and get back to the hood as your homegirl says.
Who's here?
Okay, so Kandi says, when we switch over here, Kandi says that it is dreadful. She was like, I have to come. I'm like, it's like sunshine, bright, sunny day when I'm in Hollywood in New York and I'm dealing in my movies and my acting and stuff, and then I have to come back to you bitches. It was kind of dreadful, so it makes me feel like it's time for Kandi to lay off on the Housewives filming, even if that means laying it off until season 17, 18, 20. She should take a break for about 2 or 3 years.
Maybe suggestion was proper, honey. You gonna come back to season 20.
Did you really say that?
And that's all I gotta say.
You see me off, but you don't see you off. Okay, boo boo. She sees me off, and she sees. She was a Kenyan.
You're right.
I need you to exit to the left.
So I need to exit to the left.
Yeah, that's true. That's true because, and not to say that we don't love Kandi. I think that even a show with Kandi alone would do well. you know, while we watch her in her journey without these ladies.
Right.
I don't understand why Kim can have a reality show, but Nene or Kandi couldn't. It just seems very racist, and it seemed very strategic that y'all would choose a white woman to have
you.
Kandi is deserving of about six seasons of a Kandi at home show.
I don't know, baby.
I think it would work. I would love it.
The same old thing. The only thing is with Kandi, if you pay attention to her storyline since she got on here, it's been the same thing. Joy's not liking who she with.
Well, let's just see a whole show of that every Sunday for about 45 minutes. A 45-minute episode. I think that would be great. Even with her acting,
we can try it.
Losing scripts.
I mean, that did good enough to get Kandi ski trip and Kandi wedding and Kandi this and Kandi whatever.
I think a six seasons of Kandi by herself or 5 without being on Housewives would do very well. Or Kandi and Cardi B.
Okay then. Well, let's step it up a notch then.
Like, figure out something where we can follow Cardi at home living her life and Kandi at home living her life, and they never have to meet up and talk to each other. They never have to, you know, we're just following them at home separately. You know?
Real music moguls, hell.
Right, something like that. Now. Something like that. I think that would be great. Because I think Cardi's on that same level where we'll watch a show all about her life all day long.
And guess what? It would be great for Kandi and Cardi to do a song together because that'll bring Kandi up.
Yeah, oh hell yeah.
To this generation.
That'll bring her music all the way up.
And Kandi definitely does have she has the ability to kind of adapt to write for Cardi. Right. So it's okay. Well, let's do that.
Exactly. But if she dreads it, I think she should step away from it, let it go, and elevate. Elevation is what it's all about. Let it go, Kandi.
Man, I'm not listening to you.
Tanya is fake to me. I don't understand why she would say she don't want to get burned in Marlo's fat, when in fact it's not her getting burned in Marlo's fat, if that's the word she used. I think she said burned in Marlo's fat. I think it's really about Tanya just being a flip-flopper. It doesn't have anything to do with her being friends with Marlo and people not liking Marlo and now they're mad at her because she's friends with Marlo. Yeah, I don't think it has anything to do with that because Kenya is still friends with Sheree and keep trying with Sheree, although Sheree shades the hell out of Kenya over and over and over again, throws her under the bus.
Oh, yeah, I've never been associated with a hoe. Kenya, like seriously, everybody knows that Kenya slept her way to the top of the Z-list DVD rack. I don't know, maybe just a little her booty she met last night. He's leaving today. I mean, who knows? Maybe Kenya spent the night with John. Only the walls of her suite will know. Or her other walls too.
She keeps trying to be friends with Sheree and not really go there with Sheree. Right. And she can. And she has every right to at this point because Sheree keeps trying the fuck out of Kenya. I don't understand why Tanya believes that Kandi's feelings towards her is when she's sitting right here. She's sitting right here at her restaurant. If anything, I would have invited you to some coffee shop, went off on your ass and walked out this bitch and left you here with the goddamn ticket.
Thank you.
I'm just saying. Whatever. I'm about to not be with you and your homegirl. You and your homegirl.
Why you not gonna be with me though? I don't want to keep getting burned in Marlo's fat.
Did you just say that when basically Drew got burned from Marlo because of me?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. As a group, we need to stop doing that. I don't want for you guys to feel like I'm not being a good friend to y'all because I'm friends with Marlo. I'm not gonna let how one person feels about the other interfere with my friendship with them. And that's all I gotta say.
She's still trying to bring up that to y'all like, oh, I did something to her. I'm the friend that tries to show you different ways. I try to bring opportunities to my friend. I'm a motivational friend.
No, I understand. Honestly, like, that's why this situation is so tough for me.
Lord, all my makeup coming off.
You still look pretty. You look pretty.
Damn it.
I'm trying to really figure out, it's like the group is completely divided.
Does everybody else see that she a boob, but y'all want to go around and keep playing with her?
You know what I'm saying? So don't think that I'm trying to burn you in Marlo's fat, if that's what she said. I'm like, it's all about me telling you don't do something because this is how I see you are. Right. Just like Cynthia, y'all are flip-floppers. You stop being a flip-flopper, you won't seem like or feel like you're being burned along with Marlo.
Because you go, right.
It's you and your own actions. You get what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And I think that it's easy for Tanya to deflect from feeling like it's just naturally her to flip-flop. Like, she wants to believe that they're doing her like this. So I'm not petty, they're petty. You get what I'm saying? Basically what she's trying.
Tanya is a flip-flopper, she's petty, and she just decides to take whatever side of the argument that she wakes up on.
Exactly.
I will stop the flip-flopping
because I don't want to go back into the
but I feel like Marlo does want beef really bad in this situation. The situation is not that serious for her to keep dragging this on and dragging this on. I do feel like Kandi started with her New York shows, an apology or whatever. But I do think that Marlo is dragging this on.
Sounds like Marlo is trying to amp up an already negative situation that happened to one of my family members to tear down our business. Anything she can use to try to tear me down, she's just trying to run with it. And I have a problem with that. Marlo's making a situation that is already tough for me, my family, our business. You're making it even worse. You don't see the pattern? Lying ass bitch.
We move back over to scene 3 with Courtney and Marlo. Marlo has a new confessional, and I fucking love it. Marlo never misses the mark. She's done it again in this confessional.
I think if Kandi would have been supportive when my nephew passed, that would have drew us closer together. Instead, it drew us further apart. I just wanted you to say, hey, can I get your sister's phone number? I held on to it for a while, but I'm just over it. I don't care. I'm going to speak my mind. I want people to really know what I was thinking, and it is what it is.
I think that Marlo dragging this thing that is so minuscule is causing the ratings to come down. I don't want to believe that she's causing the ratings to come down with this drama, but it kind of is, because you need to have your own drama, or you at least need to settle this shit so that we can all get back together. But I mean, I guess it's bringing some ratings, because they said the ratings has been the highest it's been this whole season.
On this episode?
On the last episode, 6.
Okay. But you know what? I think that has a lot to do with the fact that Kandi and Marlo's about to go to blows.
Yeah, of course. The trailer came out. It was promoted all across Twitter and Instagram. People tuned in immediately.
My issue was, Kandi, I was just trying to explain to you, I was hurt.
Why did you not address it with her before? Like, you just...
I hadn't seen her.
Oh.
I hadn't seen her.
You don't see the pattern? She says something, then she come back, I ain't mean it. Over and over again. And the only reason why you were doing that is to gain attention for yourself. I cannot.
I'm not mad at you for my nephew's death. Quentin wasn't working there because of COVID. I'm mad at you because you ignore things and people allow you to get away with it.
Lying ass bitch.
Scene 4, we're back over here with Kandi and Sanya. So we're going scene 3, scene 4, scene 3, scene 4. So we're back over here with scene 4, Kandi and Sanya. Kandi is beginning to cry in front of Sanya, and I think that Sanya is the wrong motherfucker to be crying in front of, because she could care less. Nothing is going to sway her away from being Marlo's friend or befriending Marlo. But I don't think that this is Candy's goal to sway her away with the crying. But I do think that Kandi has an underlying goal or an underlying thing with trying to pull Sanya and Sheree and Courtney away from Marlo. I think that they don't want them to befriend Marlo. I think that they want them to realize her wrong, and then possibly they could vote her off the island. But I also feel like Kandi is not in the forefront of Candy's mind. You know what I'm saying? I think that she's totally with the get back shit. So if she think Marlo is trying to do it, then I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna tarnish your ass, bitch. That's how she feels. That's how I think she feels.
Well, of course she does, because that's how she always is. If somebody coming for her, she gonna come for them 10 times hard.
Exactly.
As long as she don't start 9, it won't be 9. That's how I feel. Yeah.
All right, don't hurt nobody.
Scene 3, we're back over at scene 3, Marlo and Courtney. Marlo is talking to Courtney still, and it just cringes me to hear her keep blaming Kandi when in fact she has taken this to a whole nother level. And I think that Courtney and Sanya, if they're true friends, Courtney, Sanya, and Sheree should kind of rewatch the show back, even though it's probably hard, and check her and let her know where she's wrong at.
Right.
Even interviewers that have Marlo in these interviews and that have Kandi in these interviews, if you are real fans of the show, then you'll be able to let them know right then and there, well, how do you feel about when you said this or said that? That's where y'all relationship broke up at.
But
somebody
you know what?
need to tell Marlo.
That's why Courtney came outside to Kandi last episode, and she said, I'm sorry what happened to you, because about what happened between Marlo and Kandi.
Right.
They were arguing. She really didn't intend for that to happen in her opinion.
I gotta go.
I'm sorry. I'm very sorry that happened to you.
Well, thanks, I guess.
If you need anything, call me, okay?
Just know you held your own. You were right. I love you, girl. I love you. I love you.
Bye, Kandi.
Have a good night. I know.
So she went outside and, you know, kind of extended an olive branch, and we actually seen Kandi and Courtney standing next to each other in that picture. Remember? And we was like, what the fuck happened? They probably made up.
Oh yeah,
so
recently.
It was because Courtney.
She said that
came
actually.
and checked on. Right. It was because Courtney came and checked on Kandi while she was going through it with Marlo. And Courtney basically let Kandi know it wasn't my intention to have Marlo come here and just confront you and start all this drama.
Right.
But at the end of the day, look, I can't keep kissing ass. I can't apologize anymore.
Right.
And I can't sit and try and explain something to you that hurt me when I see that you're just as ignorant as Scooter Brown.
So I don't know who the fuck Scooter Brown is, but that's what
No, Scooter Braun is what her fucking hood ass was trying to say. The one who bought Justin Bieber.
No, she said Scooter Brown. She said, oh my God, does Scooter Brown still exist?
Scooter Brown.
Scooter Brown. She said,
I thought she was talking about
does Scooter Brown? She said, Scooter Brown. Does Scooter Brown still exist? Like, I'm like, who the fuck is Scooter Brown?
Is it a show?
I'm assuming. Go look it up.
But at the end of the day, look, I can't keep kissing ass. I can't apologize anymore. And I can't sit and try and explain something to you that hurt me.
It's a Scooter Brown is people who is drunken. They drunkenness. It's to describe people who drunk as hell.
Yeah.
Did you get the
know who that is?
Bitch, I thought she said Scooter Brown.
She said she don't even know who. Marlo is about dumb as fuck.
Cool.
Kandi just seems like she has a beef with me. She cannot take my mouse from me.
You know, if you tell Kandi, oh, you're gonna let Nene just punk you and you the host.
You're too intelligent. You're too. I'm a business owner and I'm a Mongol. But bitch,
A Mongol?
I mean, whatever.
A
Mogul, whatever the hell I'm trying to say.
A mogul, child.
Right. Oh, just said that confident as hell was wrong. Okay.
Did this bitch just say she don't even know who that is and did it sound like she just wanted to sound right?
Well, they
Marlo,
probably
you
said
need
that
to
about
get your
her
shit
mammy because
together.
they said Hooter Brown is a term for drunken people, for people who are in drunkenness all the time.
You're right. They probably said that about her mammy.
Hi, Mom. Look this for you. Here's your lipstick. In a long time. Okay, and where's your teeth? They wouldn't quite ready. Now, what the heck happened to your teeth
Mess with it. I accidentally threw them away.
$5,000 gone.
Yeah, accidentally.
I went and bought her teeth, and now they're in a garbage can in West Memphis, Arkansas. We're gonna have to get somebody to get you some veneers. It's all right. It don't matter. It's still beautiful.
But you know what? I can name so many things Marlo could do to have a great storyline. She could be honest about her speech impediment and go get lessons on speech and cry about it. It's so hard. It's hard because my tongue won't even lapse in on top of my teeth. You know, she could do that. She could go get her mom from Pine Street. I done said that plenty of time. Not only that, add in the boys. Go up to their school. Do PTA meetings. Cuss out the teacher a couple times. Transfer schools. Like, transfer the boys from school. Like, it's so much shit she could do. She could throw a damn charity event since she got Marlo charity girls and you don't want to be taking charity clothes that are for free.
And glam it up.
Right, dumbass.
Thank you. I was just going through some clothes over here and I was telling you to donate to the foundation. How does that work?
You know what, Kandi, with my girls, I don't never give them hand-me-downs or used clothes. Because when I was in foster care, I always got hand-me-downs. I would not bring an open bag of chips to a Kandi Cares event. So it hurts me to see Kandi offering the trash bag of clothes because after 10 years of knowing me, she would know that that doesn't happen when it comes to my foundation.
All right, girl. Well, I will hit you back. I mean, I didn't know. That is so whack of Marlo trying to make it seem like it was such a problem for me to donate some gently used clothes to her girls in her organization. Honey, I may wear something one time and never use it again. So my stuff is good, okay?
Marlo gonna really piss me off. She done pissed me the fuck off.
I don't even like this bitch.
She has really pissed me off, Marlo. I love you so much, but you done pissed me the hell off. Messing with Kandi and not just being able to accept responsibility and let Kandi know where she wrong is. If that's what it takes to end all of this, if you feel like Kandi owes you an apology, you just be the one to give it. I thought all Aquariuses was alike, bitch. That ain't me. I don't have time for drama. If it take me to goddamn apologize to end some shit that for a person that I really care for, I will be the one to apologize and let them know where they were wrong at before this all even started, if they were wrong.
I feel like Marlo is trying to find a reason for Kandi to have to owe her an apology because what are you... I'm sorry. I don't think Kandi owes you a damn rose.
She owes her an apology when it comes down to bringing up her nephews, and maybe that's where it started at.
Okay, but I'm talking about the one that's dead. That ain't got nothing to do with this. That I don't owe you a goddamn flower.
Yeah, it's like you're trying to find a new argument or something. Like this nephew situation is crazy to me because this boy doesn't even work here anymore, and you're saying this like I'm so fucking busy.
It was 2 years ago, and we did see the footage that was deleted and never revealed to us that you had talked to her about it a year ago.
Right.
So the timeline that I was trying to condemn you for, saying why the fuck you ain't been brought this up, I guess that kind of wavers that perspective. Right. But the thing is, why the hell is it that this is such a point of contingency for your friendship with Kandi, as if she hasn't given you other things and other reasons to think that she's a good friend since then? She met with your mama last season. She was the only one that did that.
Oh, I've been with the man for 4 years.
You ain't brought your house to
Hey, baby, come over here. Pleased to meet you, sweetheart. How you doing? Come on, I'm glad to meet you. Glad to meet you.
I'll be right there.
I'm glad to meet you. Glad to meet you.
I heard that kid. I'm gonna get us a drink. I'm coming.
You okay?
Yeah.
No. You all right? Yes, I'm okay. I'm good.
I wanted this to be a happy moment, Kandi meeting my mom.
Marlo, hold on 1 minute. I mean, no harm. I'm sorry for cutting y'all off. Well, Marlo, if I hurt your feelings, I'm sorry. I'm sorry
I want her to walk into us being happy and laughing and, her just getting to know my mom.
Right. Yeah, that's true. And she could have bit her.
Right, and you said she sent cash apps for their birthday and stuff, for the boy's birthday and stuff.
I think it really does take a village.
It does.
You're the only one to send a cash app for graduation or birthday. I appreciate that. But I would even appreciate more hands-on. Never in the 2 years I've had the boys invited me over for movie night.
You gotta be the type of friend you want. Marlo and I have had a very up and down relationship.
Mm-hmm.
And she was the only one that responded to your invite to go into your goddamn little event or whatever Kandi said.
Right.
Your classmate, Marlo, seems to think that you should be doing more for the culture and even said that you need to stop talking about sex. So how do you feel hearing that tonight?
So funny. And that's why she be so fake to me. Was it day or last night she was sending us the invites, her thing. She wanted us to come support her in her business or whatever. And I was the first one on the group text, probably the only one, no, one of two of all the housewives who said, oh yeah, girl, I'm gonna come be there for you. She gets on my motherfucking nerves. I'm tired of her bullshit. She's fake as fuck. If y'all do not know, I have been doing way more for the community than all of them. I don't mind saying it, okay? I don't always do everything I do.
So we switch back over to scene 4, Kandi and Tanya.
I don't know if this is the House of Gucci fashion or the House of Gucci Mane, because bitch, you coming with this rap invitation. I just don't understand. Like, what are you doing, Sheree? What is happening?
So are you coming to, did you get the invite from Sheree?
That was funny.
Did you read that? She said, throughout the years of laughs and tears and making memories for the books, some friendships may fade after too much shade, but we always got our looks. Put on your best and I'll do the rest. Just don't be a sour coochie. Join me for drinks and a few sausage links. Let's all be Gucci.
And the last thing I wanted to say is Kandi, it was so fire. That shit was fire here that she quoted her girl T.I. I mean her sister husband T.I. That was I love that.
What? You know she had a rap song out before.
Stop. See, that's the energy, because I was with Sheree the other day, and we want everybody to be Gucci.
I bet you do.
We want you and Marlo to be Gucci.
I'm feeling like T.I. If I see you in the street, shawty, you don't know me.
So scene 5, we're at Drew's dance studio with the choreographers and her doing all her dance moves for the video and stuff.
Right. So they bring Drew kind of had a confessional discussing the fact that, you know, she has this music video coming out and that Ralph can't do it. Yeah, he's trying to throw Ralph in a dumpster and take him out of the video, but at least Ralph would be behind the scenes, which is something that he always wanted to do based off what Drew said. But what's tripping me out is that they flash back to Ralph, and Ralph said, does any man have to be in there?
Oh my God, I'm so excited. Rage was able to get some of the top dancers in Atlanta for me. But at the same time, Ralph was not happy that he's not the leading man. As the producer, you know, you're behind the scenes, which is actually what you said you wanted.
If it's not gonna be me, do it need to be a dude at all? Rage just hasn't seen my body. He hasn't seen me at work yet.
And this is exactly what I was meaning. He feels like wounded by them telling him that his body is not right. That's the part that wounds Ralph, because he's an Aquarius. And then secondly, it wounds him that another man has to be on his wife. I don't know why he cares that much when he's in Miami and we still don't know why the fuck he was in Miami.
It was Tampa.
Even worse, because bitch, don't nobody even go to Tampa. Fuck.
And then what
so
the hell
you was out there
on Watch What Happened Fort Lauderdale? What she said? And Andy was like, Fort Lauderdale. What she said? Jacksonville. Jacksonville. He wasn't no goddamn Jacksonville. He was in Tampa.
Right.
And so of course we've experienced Tampa.
What do you
were
think you're
gone for 3
doing?
days. Stop.
You know what? I'm gonna appease you.
Where were you?
Tampa.
Woo! Thank you. You was in Tampa.
And now what is that? How does that help you?
Drew had to make it look like the change that was being made, because they finally told Ralph that, you know what, the guy overbooked, the model that was going to be in the video overbooked. So unfortunately, we're going to have to put you back in. You've been re-promoted instead of demoted. We re-promoted you. Not only are you behind the scenes, but you're also going to be the love interest in this music video, which is something that, of course, he wanted to do anyway.
It sounded like to me, right? He was trying to put a 5 on the Ralph ass. Get your ass together. Do it.
Right. Maybe he was right. Maybe he was doing that. But not only that, I think that Drew tried to make it seem like the change was because you know, it's best for our marriage, and I also think it's best for our marriage and what we got going on.
And 5, and 6, and give them like 7, 8, push. Hit.
So like, when you
Oh my God.
Hey, what's up, brother?
Never been here. We just found this out late last night that Mike, he double booked for some reason. He thought that the video was next Thursday. I don't know how he thought that, but he can't do the video. So, and I just think it would be best for us, our marriage, and everything else to represent, you know, us in this video.
I agree.
But I think that would be best.
It wasn't best for the marriage before this nigga overbooked, because if he wasn't overbooked, he was sure gonna be there, from my understanding based off what you said. So this is what I mean by she's a liar. In the same breath you say that you are happy with this and that you think you thought, not that she thinks, this bitch said, I thought it was best. I also thought it was best. As if she made the decision when in the same breath she right before that had just said he overbooked. So is it that he overbooked? Because if he did not overbook, then apparently he was still gonna be on there.
Right, he was gonna be here
Regardless.
just like everybody else.
It doesn't make sense, Drew. It seemed like you just be making up shit and lying. Don't make this man Ike Turner your ass.
Well, he already did the anime.
Right.
We like Ike and Tina. No, not crazy Ike, like regular.
The last time I checked, Ike was on Tina. Ralph definitely hit his head on one of those rocks coming down because I thought we were Beyonce and Jay-Z, but he's saying Ike and Tina. I'm not eating the cake anime.
Okay, so let's move on. Ralph is fine as hell in this confessional. And these confessional producers are very shady. The fact that they're bold enough to ask Ralph, how does it feel to be number 2, the backup plan?
Daniel, and then he just gonna
smile. Oh, he looks so cute. I was like, damn, nigga, can I?
Right. He just gonna be in between his legs, honey. That's it.
But Ralph's body, after he takes off his shirt, I can honestly say Ralph's body is not right. It is not right. I wouldn't like this body. Jay would probably like this body. I wouldn't like this body. This wasn't a really good body for me. But he's back
in the video.
So y'all saying I've been elevated back again?
Yes,
So
how does it feel to be back?
that's a hard one, brother.
Okay, so we're at scene 6 now, and Kenya Moore is going to the OBGYN and discussing her fertility
Her
options.
deep pussy. Her deep swimming pool pussy. Deep blue sea, the deep brown sea, deep pink sea.
That's not fun. My booty hole brown, pussy pink.
I'm out of town, thugging with my round. My coochie pink, my booty hole brown.
Can I have another baby? I want Brooklyn to have a playmate. I want her to, to have a buddy.
Being a mother of 5 myself, I know that feeling.
I thought about adoption because, my husband and I are together, but I have these embryos. When we did our contracts, if anything happened to us, if we broke up or divorced, that they would belong to me.
Anyways, before we start, I want to say that Kenya looks great, especially from season 13. She was pretty
big. Yes. She was.
She definitely looks great.
Oh, when she came on the camera on there, I was like, damn, girl.
Yeah, I just think that she is jumping the gun with this because she hasn't even completely settled the issue that she has with her first husband. She coming here to look for whatever options of fertility she wants to consider. And although she has the monetary blessings to care for a child, I just feel like it's not really going to benefit the child. But I will say this, like I told, we'll get to that at the end, what she said about that.
She said when she first walked in, so first of all, this OBGYN is not Simone and it's not Jackie. Once again, I'm not surprised that Kenya and Sheree, typically Aquariuses and Capricorn, tend to have ways that are so similar. So I'm not surprised that Sheree or Kenya would say, I'm not going to Dr. Jackie or Dr. Simone. These bitches being enough bitches pussy. And not to try to quote Funky Dineva, but to tell the truth. Like, I would not want to go to Jackie either. Knowing that she's on a reality show on Bravo, I don't want you to slip up and tell my business. I don't want your goddamn paperwork to be broken into. And I damn sure don't trust Simone, bitch. I would trust motherfucking Jackie over Simone.
Simone is a bit of a drunk.
Them's fighting words.
That bitch is a drunk and she loud as fuck and she run her mouth too goddamn much. Heavenly, I don't give a fuck. She can't say nothing about these pretty ass teeth in my mouth. They a little bit stained, but bitch, she can't say shit about me. I will go to Heavenly, but she done blocked us already. She don't like us because I talked about dating.
I'm not going to no Heavenly so she can say, goddamn say she need to pull 6 teeth and give me a bridge. No, ma'am.
Right.
No.
Heavenly a mean ass bitch. He will get you back right there in the seat. You sign that contract, torture time.
That ain't no fucking secret.
Heavenly, hellish.
We're doing 3 drillings today, okay?
Right.
No, we're not.
But Kenya did say her sex drive was high. She tried to blame it on some pills that the doctor been giving her. No, Kenya, we already know you take dick up the pussy and the ass. Okay, you don't give a fuck,
And
Kenya.
you like them big, wide, long.
Yes, so Kenya, we already know that you done slept with just the dancer boy from Dancing with the Stars, allegedly.
We don't know that.
Allegedly.
Brandon Armstrong is my dancing partner.
Listen, you're ashy.
I love him so much. Everything about him, his personality. He's giving, he's kind.
Girl, tonight's song.
Very handsome.
I wanna get it on.
And he definitely knows how to move his hips. Rap.
Hold on, I'm praying for no fires.
You let Matt put his elephant dick in you, allegedly.
Kicking them away out there. Kenya, that is so shady.
You let Walter put his little pinky finger in you, allegedly.
You growl like a kitty cat. Yeah.
I must remain a lady at all times, and I do not kiss and tell. But what I can say, if I do kiss something, it is not small. I try to find that out early on in a relationship because I'm a size queen.
Nah, he had bigger than a pinky finger, bitch.
You let Mark tell them walls down, and that ain't allegedly.
Oh, yeah.
Bitch, that's for real.
There are gymnastics involved. There's, hanging from ceilings, tossing around. I definitely need a big bed. Bye, Mark.
Okay, and then you let Kandi and Todd tear it up too, allegedly.
If she did, she so said she would, bitch. She said she would.
Listen, I'm gonna say this, that I will never speak of it again. That there are 3 ladies at this table that could get it.
What, y'all gonna be bumping coochies down there?
Oh, that's just weird. Kandi is one. Honestly, I think it would be the best sex I've never had. So, Kandi is
about that Todd though. Todd and I are a package deal, and I wouldn't want to disrespect your ex. All right, so you.
But I do think that King is just hot in the legs, hot between the legs, honey. She ain't no pills contributing to that hot pussy, bitch. It's hot because you just hot down there, bitch.
Hot pussy. Hot pussy.
Right.
We're gonna start bidding on this $2. Anybody want to be tonight? Anybody want to be tonight?
I had every scare known to man when I conceived Brooklyn. First of all, not even knowing if I could conceive. Every time I went to the doctor, it just didn't seem like Brooklyn would ever be a real possibility for me. So I was depressed my entire pregnancy because I didn't know if she would be delivered to term or not.
After 32 years of practicing, that was probably the scariest delivery that I've been in.
Yeah. A normal C-section that would have taken 25 minutes took over 2.5 hours. And the doctor told me that I had lost an extraordinary amount of blood. They thought that they could have lost me.
Will we come out with all the same blessings that we did before without hitting the landmines?
I never thought about all of those risks. I don't want to put myself at risk to the point where I may not survive having another baby and leaving Brooklyn and another child motherless.
Her, utilizing these embryos that her and Mark put together. So after her getting pregnant with Brooklyn, which actually she got pregnant with Brooklyn through in vitro IVF because remember she went to Haiti or something. She went
really?
somewhere she went to another island or something. Yeah, and they got married there. That's where they got married.
But they got married. Oh,
and then she came back and she was going to a fertility clinic and she got pregnant. And apparently Brooklyn was not the only embryo that they fertilized.
Like Kandi did.
Right.
Kandi also.
And an embryo is much different than freezing your eggs and freezing a sperm. An embryo is not even a zygote. If you go look up the life cycle of a baby, if you go look up the cycle of pregnancy, a zygote is the smallest form of pregnancy, which is just a fertilized egg. It's just kind of like an egg that you eat for breakfast. All those eggs are fertilized, but there's no source of life or a chicken. Or what is it called? A baby chick. You don't see any source of that. The little red speck that you find in your egg when you bust it out the egg, that's the chicken.
Oh, okay.
So it grows into a life form once it's incubated. Kandi and Kenya both have embryos which have grown to a certain size that would be able to sustain life in about, 75 to 90% of the time. So that is kind of like an abortion.
Right.
If they were to destroy the embryos, that would be kind of like an abortion because technically the baby is already a week, 2 weeks old, 3 weeks old. So that is a big decision for Kenya, and she wants to have another baby. So why not have it with her ex-husband? And I actually agree with her. I know he don't, and a lot of other people might not. But when you already have to deal with one man who ain't shit,
and it's just some bullshit I dealt with for 4 years.
What happened? Mark has just been an asshole.
It's just like being crazy. I'm just trying to let you see your child. Fathers instill self-esteem in their daughters.
I don't know. At some point, you gotta have to pull back and just let him start reaching out.
As a mother, I can't do that. I can't do that. And for me, I want to make sure that Brooklyn knows that her dad loves her and that they spend time with each other so that bond isn't broken.
Why the hell would you put yourself in another position to go have to deal with another man who ain't shit?
Right.
And have another baby and have a baby with somebody else. And then Kandi and Todd did not want to destroy their embryos, which is why they had Blaze. And when you have embryos that are 2 or 3 weeks old, it makes you feel like you're destroying or having an abortion.
Right.
So she's discovering her options. She want to have a child with her ex-husband, which I think is okay. Khloe
I
Kardashian
think it's
did
horrible.
the same thing. But Khloe Kardashian did it with Tristan Thompson. It's because you don't want to have to deal with multiple
That's not the same.
Why?
That is not the same. The problem is he is a father. Tristan is a good father. Mark is not a good father. She said he hasn't seen her in a year. So whatever she said, he hasn't seen her. And then as soon as I drop her off, he's calling me. He's always doing that. She said that herself in New York.
Yeah. Don't be stressing about him.
You haven't seen your child in 3 months. I bring her to New York. I bring her to you. And then you want to complain like it's somehow my fault that you now have to go to work? I dropped Brooklyn off earlier today to Mark, and we agreed that he would bring her back by a certain time.
He's just being evil.
Now, at the last minute, he's asking me to go across the bridge, pick up Brooklyn, and take her back home. Classic Mark.
She said that herself. Why would you have a baby with this man again and say you feel obligated? Okay, that's fine. Let's say you feel obligated. But if he says no, you should not feel like, okay, then I shouldn't. Like, what the fuck? And also, not only that, I don't even know why you're asking him, Kenya. When you're done, you should be done. What the fuck is wrong with your Aquarius antennas, bitch?
Speaking of cockroaches, where was your antennas when them niggas was stealing my shit out the stove?
I didn't see him taking it.
You didn't see him taking anything? Well, look next time. This ain't for play. I don't do this for fun.
I'm sorry.
Don't be sorry. Oh, be careful. Oh, gee, well, you know what?
But
Get your antennas right
saying,
now.
Because the point is that although Mark doesn't want to, I don't know if I'm going to say doesn't want to, but he's not physically present in Brooklyn's life consistently. Why would she put herself in a position to go have a baby by another man who's
stop worrying about what? Don't do that. Don't find another man that's gonna do the same thing. As a matter of fact, get somebody to shoot. Is the nut already on the egg?
Yes, but her clock is ticking,
stop.
bitch.
The nut already on the egg.
It's already fertilized. It's already 2 or 3 weeks old.
So that's already a combination of Kenya and Mark's babies.
Correct.
Already. Oh,
Correct.
it is. Oh, okay.
I do not want any DNA from a person who is clearly unintelligent. One Porsha running around town is enough for us all.
You and Mark have been in a difficult divorce for years. Why would you have another child with him?
I don't know anyone that would choose to have multiple children on this earth by multiple men. Yeah, that's gonna be a hard conversation. And if I'm not in a serious relationship, I don't see why I wouldn't use my embryos.
So she's basically saying, can I put this egg in me that's going to be ours, or can I put it in another woman who's going to carry it?
Right, and she doesn't want to do the surrogate because, of course, she's an Aquarius.
Why the fuck would she do that? Why the fuck would she said when we signed it, when we did our contracts? I'm
yeah,
like,
the embryos
you
belong
did
to
a
her.
contract
Based off of we fertilized 3 or 4 eggs and they became embryos, and
if we break up their mind. But the DNA will still show that the father is Mark's, right? Ain't that what you're trying to tell me?
Right.
The DNA is still going to show that it's Mark's.
Correct.
So,
but any one parent,
that's dumb as
listen
fuck.
to me. Any one parent who doesn't have a judicial
Girl,
order,
destroy them shits.
Any one parent who doesn't have a judicial order can state that they want the embryos destroyed, and it will happen.
They need to be destroyed. And if I was Mark, I would say destroy them shits. Let Kenya go pull out her own eggs out of her pussy and figure that shit out on her own. Well, she need to destroy him. She don't need to have another goddamn child by Mark.
Yes, she does, because then she won't have to worry about another motherfucker if she don't decide to get married.
She already worried about another motherfucker.
Okay, but you get what I'm saying.
She should have a baby by another man and let him father her child and find a true love.
Oh, she will
to death do us part like Greg. Greg was to death do us part.
She will be taking away the efforts of another man to be in her life as a father.
Yes, I'm Yaya's father, and I'm not even her biological father. But still, what if she doesn't have another egg that will sustain a baby? Then what? She can't. Okay, then we start talking. Then that's what we start talking. Before that, though, before that time, I don't know why we're already considering him. You're giving her too much. The problem is she's just like Sheree. She's digmatized. While she want to be talking about Sheree, this bitch is digmatized.
I mean, girl, she's digmatized.
That's terrible. Not at this big age.
When he made that pussy squirt, she could not do anything but be addicted to this man. Nobody ain't fucked her like this in a long time besides Matt. Like, she love a big dick in her, and she love it so much so that when that nut shot off in her, she felt a deep connection to Mark. No one can separate this connection that I have with Mark because, oh my God, it just shot off in me and I felt it. It was so warm. She that type of bitch. You know you ain't feel that shit. She that type of bitch. Anyway, I think that it's a dumbass idea why I don't go back to him. I think Kenya, I do feel like though Kenya should definitely get a surrogate. She should definitely get a surrogate. But if Mark is not there now, what's the point of having another baby with him and then once again falling into the pattern of complaining that he's never there? He's calling me when I drop him off. Or are you trying to pull a Porsha? I don't need a father for the baby.
NDC. Oh, okay. He's a lobbyist. I don't necessarily want to have a relationship with him. I just want him to be the dad. I just don't know if he'll go for it.
Oh my gosh, I don't know, Porsha.
I've been contemplating having a baby by myself now for about 2 years.
But I want better for my girl, and she is not going to be a baby mama on my watch.
And you're gonna have to be connected to this person for the rest of your lifetime.
Isn't there something like a baby number, like something?
Not a baby nap, child. I ain't never heard that now.
Well, I'm gonna make it up. You won't be able to come snatch my child and be like, she done got a 3 fights. She's unfit. We got a baby nut.
We're at scene 7. We're at the Gucci party. We're going to try to do this as a raw reaction. We've seen a little bit of it. We ain't seen the whole thing. But I'm not going to... Listen, this is a lot that is here, and we're not about to do the whole thing. So here's what I'll say. When the ladies got there, they look gorgeous. Let's automatically say that the ladies look gorgeous.
Lazy, but gorgeous.
Yeah,
I
not
mean,
all of them lazy. Not everybody, because Sheree hit the mark. Sanya hit the mark. Marlo, I was just trying to wait on saying that. That bitch fucking killed it. I'm talking about
best dress,
best dress, period. And then I will say Sanya, because I did not see this shit in Sanya's thing, that they were indented. I didn't know that the Gucci's was indented into the, like somebody burned them. Yeah.
I love all these ladies, some more than others. But I do, and I want everybody to love each other. It's tough. When we're fighting and arguing, it is so disappointing to watch, because I feel like we formed a sisterhood.
But you know what? Kandi came ready to argue again.
Yeah, but I don't know if Kandi's jumpsuit is. I don't know if Kandi's jumpsuit is Gucci. It's given that it's Gucci. The all black jumpsuit was Gucci, but I know that her belt and her jacket and her bag and everything was Gucci. Also, Courtney kind of did the same thing. She didn't wear Gucci pants, I don't think. Unless
That red
Gucci
jacket was
jeans.
Gucci.
Oh,
Gucci does have
Sheree named the purse, the shoes, and the purse, the shoes, and the belt. She said are Gucci on her, but maybe the jacket was Gucci. Maybe the jeans and the shirt was Gucci.
I definitely think that jacket, that red leather.
I don't know if she had on. I don't know if it was Gucci. Sanya definitely looked great. I could say she was number 2.
Yes, I do believe that Courtney's jacket was Gucci.
It wasn't that long.
No, it wasn't that long. But look, I do think that they have one that's short also.
Here it is. Look. And her belt is Gucci and her shoes is Gucci. That's what she said. She said her... Yeah, that might be a Gucci jacket. I would not be surprised. I think it is too. Because I'm trying to figure out, do Courtney got money? You know?
Of course she got money.
Oh my God, Drew, these fucking boots! Look at these boots. Look at these boots.
Oh, zip all the way around.
Well, hello, dear.
They zip in the front, so they open up in the front like a mouth. You know?
How y'all been? What's been going on?
Drew did that.
It's a lot going on. So it's not really fun for everybody in the group. And I want to get back to the times when we were able to have fun.
What did
I'm finna take my goddamn lashes off of this last scene.
No way.
Listen, man, I love it. Everybody
Follow direction. How y'all been? What's been going on?
It's a lot going on. So it's not really fun for everybody in the group. And I want to get back to the times when we were able to have fun.
That was a little fun because y'all forced the fun.
Right.
The birthday party was a little fun. Not they went as far back as last season to show fun for them, y'all. Y'all could have showed a little bit more fun.
What they show Africa?
Acting like they can't show. They ain't just show Africa. That was Jamaica.
What was that you said?
That was just Sanya on the bus in Jamaica.
Oh.
You didn't just see that? That was all them in Jamaica. Are you kidding me? On the same bus. See? There's that bus again.
I agree. I want to have fun.
Stop
I
it.
can't speak for you, but what I realized, Marlo needs a hug. She needs attention.
Right.
That's what we're here for today.
Okay, Marlo came through dressing, bitch. She came through dressing.
Can you switch them?
Here. No, I can't put Kandi, Drew, or Kenya here. That's a lot of, that's half the group. I am so tired of these girls answering for each other and feeding off each other. I want to separate these girls and let them stand on their own. It may be impossible, but I can pull a rabbit out of a hat, honey.
Who's there? Sheree, can you switch them to
Marlo and Kenya? But,
No.
issue with Kenya. But we got her in between.
Oh, okay, so yes, okay.
You don't want Marlo here. You don't want. That's too close.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Kandi asked for the chairs, the seats to be passed around. I didn't understand it. I think, like Jay said, I think the best thing to be done was that
to have her sit next to you so you don't have to
with
see
one
her.
person in between y'all, then it'll be a blind sight. Because if I'm at the top of the table, all you'll be seeing is the back of her head, and Marlo won't even have to look your way at all because she has no reason to look down that way.
Right.
It'll be a blind sight, right? That's what she was trying to do. Good job, Sheree. Kandi just didn't think that through. She didn't think that through.
So then, bitch, I got to be looking at you.
She
the
can't
whole
trust
time.
Sheree. That's the problem. She don't trust Sheree. She don't know what the fuck Sheree got. And saying you got up they motherfucking sleeve. Bitch.
She's so cute.
Marlo came through, bitch. Dressing.
Bitch, she slayed, bitch.
Mm-hmm. Okay, what Kenya doesn't have on Gucci? I mean, I think she does. She said she don't wear.
She said she doesn't wear labels. I mean, doesn't wear logos.
She said labels, but she meant
she said logos. She said logos.
Okay. Oh, okay. I'm about to say, but that stomach is a little pudgy, bitch.
Where is
your
Gucci?
Let me not do
Say,
that.
I be Chanel, honey. I don't wear logos and stuff. This is Gucci. Thank you.
Oh, she got them together, bitch.
It's the difference between vintage and thrifted. That Gucci was thrifted, okay? Drew's out here looking like
Not it was thrifted. Oh.
Sheree looks great.
Not the handyman, not the Gucci handyman.
Kandi look like
Yeah, Sheree look like she's Jehovah's Witness.
Yeah, she do look like she's gonna give a deposition. She do look like a lawyer. She do look like a lawyer. She does.
Gucci, that was new in the store, baby. 8,000.
Yes, I can't say that. I know that was expensive. She said Sandy's was the most expensive, or was the one that was really the shit. What she say? Sample piece. That was a sample piece Tanya had on.
Lord Jesus, it's the difference between vintage and thrifted. That Gucci was thrifted, okay? Drew's out here looking like the Gucci handyman. Sheree looks great, but she look like she's ready to give a deposition. Kandi look like she ready to go bowling. You the captain of the bowling team. Sandy look like she ran right into that outfit. Sample size Gucci. That was new in the store, baby. 8,000. Ching ching. But all together, we look like a bootleg girl group.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah.
Bitch, ching ching, that shit is badass, and she would be ching chinging it back to the stove. Nene said, put that shit back on my car.
Y'all better put that shit back on my damn.
Okay.
Thank you.
I'm just seeing how much it was. I don't see it.
Help your mom is right here.
That? This is my total?
That's your total.
$10,000?
The long necklaces, diamonds.
Oh, well, you can have it back. $10,000? Y'all better put that back on my damn car.
And chicken sausage.
All right.
So when you guys received my text, did anybody think anything differently than brunch? With the coochie and the sausage?
When I got your text, Sheree, I was with Ralph and I had to ask, I was like, can I go? Because I was like, this may get a little spicy. I don't know what she's talking about.
I read it in the middle of the night, and I literally thought I was dreaming.
Did it change your dream?
Actually,
about coochie and sausage?
I actually think it might have, because it was hot. I started peeling the covers back.
Listen, I just want to call you girls together because I feel like I individually have a relationship and a love and respect for each and every one of you.
Sheree's a damn lie. She don't have a love or respect or anything for Sheree, for Kandi.
Sad for me that you guys feel like you cannot talk and move past some of the stuff that we're dealing with. No.
Sheree is so full of shit sitting up here crying like she care about all these ladies getting along. When has Sheree ever gave a fuck? Maybe it's because Sheree nearing 60 and she has changed her heart, maybe.
Sheree is pretty, but she better hope at Sheree's age she still looks good. Because Sheree looks damn amazing to be 60. Oh, Sheree gonna curse me out, Lord Jesus.
You can't read.
She a glamour.
But being a grandmother or being a glamour is such an amazing experience. I am now a glamour, GL, not GR.
But maybe you don't remember. I mean,
no, you absolutely
are getting older. Maybe you just don't remember.
Bitch, old and cold, bitch.
Old and cold.
Don't tell half about right, bitch, old and cold. You better hope you look like this when you get my age.
Right, maybe she do have a change of heart, but I think that the main thing is Marlo. She need to check Marlo. You can't be talking about you want us to be in a better place when you can't even check your friend Marlo. It's Marlo that's causing a lot of these issues, and that's just period. I mean, maybe somebody else started it, but Marlo is escalating it to another level, and she could really just let somebody know where they went wrong at. You know what I'm saying? She could just easily let them know, and if they don't want to accept it, don't get upset that they're not accepting it. Just move on. You know what I'm saying? And be great and be fabulous. I think that, like I said last week, it's best that Marlo take them out of town, give Kandi the bigger room. Kandi would love that. You know what I'm saying? Take them out of town somewhere and give Kandi the bigger room. We know she can't afford to take them out of the country, so take them out of the state or out of the zip code.
This is acceptable.
That's all Marlo can afford, probably.
Take them to Douglasville, bitch. Austell. Take them to Six Flags.
Okay. We went to the cabin, now we're going to the whole house in Douglasville. Yep.
It's really sad for me. It got to be a way that we can fix this and get to a better place. And I'm open to suggestions from you bitches.
Well, you know, I do have Jesus on speed dial these days. Tell him what you want, girl. Only Jesus can fix it, honey.
No, let us try to fix it. Maybe listen to each other. Be a better listener. Hear what they have to say. If they have an issue, hear them out, and then maybe respond. First toast, yes, Brittany.
Toast for the athlete.
Just to get everything started, Kandi, when it comes to Courtney, I think it was just a huge misunderstanding with you guys.
Yes. She came to the event, which to me...
Okay, so this is what you're speaking of. So Kandi and Courtney, got along here.
Right.
Okay.
At your event, I did appreciate the fact that you did come outside and was trying to, just check to see how I was doing.
Kandi, are you okay? I'm sorry that happened to you. I really am.
That's pretty good. This is how you know Kandi is willing to get over anything, as long as somebody can, sincerely say sorry and apologize.
Back. I totally agree. So I'm glad we can move past it.
Oh my God! This jacket, bitch, it look like crocodile.
I do want to go down my chest with you, Kenya. So
Don't try to throw the smile in there.
Right. As far as our friendship goes, I feel like I have been a very consistent friend to you. When you hurt your knee, I sent you flowers. I felt like we were building. And then I felt like when you came to Ross's birthday party and I saw you, it felt a little bit lukewarm. So then I come to Birmingham when you invited us and you told me to go home and stay home. It just felt like the kind of friendship I feel like I want to have with you is not being reciprocated.
Honestly, Sonya, there's a level of me that I don't trust you.
That's real as fuck. When Kenya said that shit, I don't trust you, bitch, that's real as fuck. That's real as fuck. She don't trust Tanya.
Remember, you said something that was kind of offensive to me.
Can you believe Kenya has a fake booty?
When Marlo brings it to your attention and you look at the shape of it, it looked like it could potentially be a fake booty, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure. So first of all, Kenya, I wasn't saying that I believe it or not because of Marlo.
Can you get her feelings hurt real easy, bitch?
Loyal to her all day long when she's dead wrong.
That's true.
What's real in that? How I'm supposed to know?
Let me pause it. How I'm supposed to know? That's true. She is dead ass fucking wrong. You are befriending Marlo. I wouldn't say you're befriending Marlo and make that the issue. You can befriend Marlo, but nobody's checking her. Marlo's not being checked by neither one of her friends, Sheree nor Sanya, is checking her. But y'all and dapping each other up.
Everyone loves to bring up things with my past. My mugshots, allegedly me dating the old white men, my mom, the boys. But when it comes to Kandi, they get that broom, the little Swiffer, and they just sweep it right up underneath the rug.
How do I know if what's real or not? How am I supposed to know? But you're going to say it. I don't know if it's real or not. That's what I'm saying. I don't know.
You can say this. And I said, she looks good to me. I don't know. You can say a million. I can give you 10 answers on that.
Okay, I don't really care about this.
Kenya is so hot and cold. Sometimes she's super cool. Some days she's so lukewarm and acts like we're not friends. It's like, girl, the jury's still out on your butt. I do not know. I don't know if it's real or fake. Who cares?
So she's absolutely right. She could have gave her a million answers. She decided to be shady about her butt. So Sanya is once again a liar and a flip-flopper. Just own what you did. You know you was being shady because on Watch What Happens Live, it's funner to be shady than it is to be like, no, I don't know. It looks great, and Andy don't want to hear that shit anyway. So of course you want to please the boss man. Then they all had these confessionals where they are talking about her butt, which plenty of people have had confessionals where they talk about Kenya's butt. So let's just look at them now here.
When it comes to business with Kenya and I, there is no competition. Have you seen that booty?
They look wrong. They're wrong. Get a new booty implant. Every time I see her, I'm going to read her down. Because you ain't going to never be able to punk me. Kenya, fake contacts, okay? Blow up booty, okay? Wig, okay?
Can you look like you lopsided? That booty lopsided. Get down. I am not engaging.
I'm sure there'll be a definite difference between Kenya's DVD and me and Apollo's. The biggest difference will probably be homegrown, homemade, organic booty versus Home Depot remodeled silicone buns.
Girl, when they was dragging her, that fake booty, Kenya booty is awful. Jesus, that booty awful. Now, girls get their body done. I know you get your waist done, your booty's done. Y'all, please go where it look real. I'm like, Jesus Christ. Kenya's booty look a disaster with them fake hips. And she told someone I didn't have any hips. Bitch, I don't. But guess what? It's all my body, and real body's gonna come back. My husband gonna see my body. My daughter gonna have my body. It ain't gonna be one of them bodies like yours, because that booty ain't right. She went to the wrong doctor. Go back, get your money back. It looks so fake. Her butt is horrible, horrible. Seriously, it is. Big booty and little legs. Exactly, the booty and the legs just don't match, girl.
No, you gotta really put me on the spot.
It's still the same size when she loses weight. All that dancing and prancing, ass hasn't changed.
Girl, own it. Whether you paid for it or you grew it yourself. Squats, not shots, honey.
Everyone knows about the butt, okay? And she just wants a reason to fight with Tanya.
So there's gonna be no resolve with you guys and Marlo. I'm fine. But as in me, I'm in a great place. And whenever I'm around this group of ladies, I can definitely respect them and get along. It's not that serious. So I can't make someone like me who does not like me.
You can't make someone like you if you're constantly attacking somebody.
Absolutely, you're right.
Nobody's ever gonna like you if you're always attacking
Absolutely.
people and being evil. So.
Absolutely.
So what I was saying is, I can definitely join you ladies anytime. Be respectful.
Now, are you being?
I'm being genuine.
Being genuine.
I'm being genuine. It's just what I realized.
You are not
What I
being genuine.
What I realized.
Sure, you wrong for doing it.
I realized.
I know, because I didn't even touch her that time, and she.
Sorry, it's a bullshit that got stuck in my throat.
You're not genuine. Because at the end of the day, you would not appreciate your name attached to a murder. I don't think anybody here would.
First of all,
Kenya started playing games. They won't let Marlo get a word out. They're not believing that she's being genuine. She may be being genuine to her level of genuine. Like, she may not know how to be as genuine as anybody else. The bitch is a little illiterate, so you can't expect her to be to the utmost genuine. She don't even probably know what genuine means in fully, the definition of genuine. She probably don't even know. But Kenya started playing games while Marlo was speaking. While Marlo was trying to get her sentiments out about the situation, Kenya begins to act like she's choking on a bone. And Sheree plays the game with her by, gagging her. And Sanya, I love that Sanya took up for her and kind of told her, Sheree, you dead ass wrong for playing this game with her. Because that's supposed to be your friend. And it just reminds me so much of Cynthia. Cynthia would defend Nene the same way, insert herself into something just to defend Nene, and it's the same thing Sheree, the same thing Sanya is doing. But I do think it's ridiculous that Sheree, played along with Kenya, acting like she was choking on what Marlo was saying.
Right. I don't think anybody here would.
First of all, I didn't even bring up the shooting at your restaurant. Drew brought that up. When that came up, it just struck something. When I heard the shooting...
That's what I'm talking about.
But you can't try to wrap me up in your trigger. This is crazy. No one will let me talk. Let her finish talking. Let her talk.
Once we were arguing,
they won't let her talk, but they telling the truth. Drew brought it up. Marlo, you made it a negative thing. Marlo clearly intentionally made it a negative thing. Drew was bringing it up because this is what they do typically. They want to bring up shit.
Kandi.
Okay, finish what you were saying.
I can't do it with them. Can you stand right here? No, let her just stand up.
They should let her talk, though. At this time, they let everybody else speak. They should allow her to speak. And just be mature. I think Marlo is so emotionally everywhere that she can't even remember the things she does and how horrible she is and makes things. She can't remember.
The bigger issue is what type of friend you are.
Kenya and Drew won't let Marlo and Kandi have a conversation. We need to learn how to listen.
Listen to I'm going to run to the restroom. I have to
Marlo, Kandi always has her people.
Marlo, the one who I'm not gonna run away. I don't run away when they in South Carolina, girl.
I want to be you, though. Why
can't you own it?
Marlo, don't go.
Bye.
No, I'm not leaving. I'm not running. I'm getting some ice. I don't run.
You running away now?
I got an emergency.
Bitch, like I need your respect out of all the people here.
Porsha too. Run away. Like you always do.
Marlo.
Okay,
that's just childlike behavior.
Address each other and stop running around this
girl. You need to calm down. What's happening? Bring it down.
I'm gonna do you. And I'm gonna do you. Good night. With y'all fake asses.
Good night. Good night. You chose most good night. It has nothing to do with you. Good night.
She's that damn kid is so damn disrespectful. I can't even be around someone that disrespectful. I'm just trying to keep my life coach advice in my head. Marlo, if you feel you're gonna lose control, exit.
Did Marlo go out the door?
Yeah, she did.
She did?
But you're right. Sheree is right. Kandi do got a whole bunch of yes men. She always got a bunch of minions that speak for her or that coming for her defense, coming to her defense. Always, constantly. It is always like that with Kandi. She can never fight her own battles. She can't. Although some of these battles be y'all just full of shit, bringing shit to her that really ain't that serious and that, ain't got that much to do with Kandi.
I thought I was coming to a brunch. Not my I said right, crucifixion. It's crucifixion, okay. Not my crucifixion. It don't sound right.
Marlo, are you okay?
I can't do it with Kenya.
Don't do it with Kenya.
I know, but I can't stand where I'm at.
I know.
Kenya was being absolutely evil. She said Marlo was being evil. Kenya was being absolutely evil. After Marlo got up, it kind of made me feel like, what if Marlo would have just mollywhopped her ass from behind? Because she being evil. And I do understand that if they play back the friendship between these two, and fuck the friendship, but just last year, they were just cool. It took Kenya, all she did was call her and cancel Drew's party and said, I won't make it. And Marlo began this whole drama. Marlo has an issue. Okay, the woman is either mentally ill or she just not connected right in her chords that connect to her heart and her mind. like something is a bit off because she don't realize that with the Kenya situation, maybe not with Kandi, but with the Kenya situation, she started that shit and even dug into it more in Blue Ridge by saying, I still don't believe that way. Like, the woman is telling you I'm sick. She done missed filming. Sheree, dumbass, should have told her the bitch was just coughing all in my face at the restaurant. So I don't understand why Marlo not realizing that you were wrong with Kenya and you owe her a good ass apology, bitch, because the woman was actually sick. She shouldn't have even been filming with y'all. The woman was actually sick.
Listen, I'm not here to discuss her.
And Drew once again trying to get Courtney to sway her opinion on how she feels about Marlo. You support that? You support that? I'm glad Courtney stood on her own 2 feet and let it be known that nobody can phase me or change me from being friends with Marlo. That's my friend.
You condone that? Listen, I'm not here to discuss her. I'm cool with her. It's gonna be. Doesn't make sense.
I don't want that.
So I appreciate her being a loyal friend like that. Courtney is down to earth as fuck because she don't give a fuck. Like, you're not gonna phase me or change sway my mind from like Marlo. That's my girl, and that's what it's gonna be.
She doesn't want to talk to you right now.
That's fine.
A lot of these other bitches need to be
My
like that.
nephew being murdered has nothing to do with you.
Treat people, your so-called friends. Ain't no loyalty in it. The bitch sold her pussy for a bag. Okay? That's what her brand is. Okay?
She always acts out and then tries to blame somebody or something for her trauma. Then the reason why she
It's you.
it's happened over.
No, I think it's because she's a fucking bitch.
I'm tired of it.
Okay, she thinks it's because she's a bitch, but Kenya, you've been a bitch. You've been a total bitch in the past.
I don't know if someone's trying to tell us there's a bad spirit in the room, but if they are, it must be someone with a blonde wig and dressed as a bottle of Pepto-Bismol.
Nothing to do with you. The only thing I'm saying about you, when my sister and my family was like, Kandi didn't even call, isn't that your girl? I'm like, okay, it is my girl.
Well, we know this Gucci dinner didn't settle everything because Kandi has still been very shady. And also, Tanya is screaming at Kandi like she done lost her damn mind. I'm surprised Kandi didn't cuss Tanya the fuck out for screaming at her like that.
We don't get kicked out of toast.
She ain't called, she don't give a
We got to go to the restaurant.
We don't want to be rude.
White girls are strong.
She can't wait no longer. I got
Just condolences. So foolish. That was it. That was my only point. Because if it was your nephew when he got...
Oh, my coochie can't wait no longer, she said. Her coochie can't wait no longer.
Because if it was your nephew when he got shot, if he would have died, I would have been there at your door.
Marlo keeps
saying I don't understand, Marlo. This is so dumb. Anyway, this is some dumb ass.
Need you to be trying to be her lawyer.
Marlo got a problem. This is so
You was trying to drag it.
She got a problem. This girl got a problem. She miserable or something.
Can't you get? You are just a different breed yourself.
No, you a different breed, bitch. You are a different breed.
I don't have time.
Because you care about her sending you some flowers that much. He's dead, baby. What's that gonna bring him back? Missing out on Kandi flowers caused grief to be even heavier? I do not understand. Your nephew is there. Ain't that enough grief? His life is gone. You making his death be all about Kandi sending you flowers. Kandi is absolutely right. How the fuck is your sister gonna feel when she see that this is what you've minimized his death to? Me sending flowers. This is where your anger, all of your feelings and emotions are coming from. Me not sending flowers, not because his life is gone and his body is in the ground. I think it sounds crazy and stupid and just crazy as fuck.
We had some good movement. I did a great job. I was able to make headway with Courtney and Kandi, Sonya and Kenya. That was 4 out of 7. That's not bad. That was more than half. Let me cut myself. Damn.
Anyway, I'm Rico Bellucci. And thank you guys for tuning in. We appreciate it. This will be a really long video probably. But see you guys later.
Thanks for watching. Please, be sure to hit the subscribe button and hit that bell so you can be notified every time we go live, post a video, or post a post. And don't forget to hit that thumbs up. Also, check out our podcast everywhere podcasts can be heard. iHeartRadio, Spotify, Apple Podcast, Google Podcast, and more. Just search The Urban Binge Radio, wherever you prefer to hear your podcast. Follow us on all social media, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, plus more, at The Urban Binge. Oh yeah, and don't forget to subscribe to both our channels, at RiBelTV and at RiBelTV2, for more exciting reviews, fun vlogs, short films, and more.
the Urban Binge radio podcast,
where we discuss viral topics, hot jams, new artists, fun, and informative interviews and conversations. This is your news stop for the hottest trend in urban culture news. 2 shows, 1 podcast, the Urban Binge Show and Sunday Flow Show, powered by the Urban Binge.
the Urban Binge radio podcast. Listen anywhere podcast can be heard.
Haters like, am I going to hell for the things that I could wear? I ain't gonna hide my blessings when I know we've made a way. I'ma sweat it out. Gotta keep my hands high. Hollywood shine. Thank God for what I got. Let's go. Gotta thank them for what I got.
It was just a blessing in disguise.